This week, we're going to be taking another look at the razor language and views. So back in chapter 2 and chapter 4, we were kind of introduced to those concepts, and this expands on what you learned, reinforces and expands. So you're going to read through chapter 7, and then you're going to come into the lecture demo. It is a good idea to download the Chapter 7 Guitar Shop exercise from the book because then it'll kind of make sense as you go through and you can look at those live examples in the app, which I think is helpful. Then you'll notice that I have videos kind of sprinkled throughout, and we kind of start out with reviewing what we already know about views and what we already know about Razor. Okay, and then we talk more about the Razor syntax. So some of this will be a review, but some of it will be new. With a lot of the MVC information, it is kind of helpful to go over it multiple times. I think it helps it sink in. So we talk about the Razor syntax, and then basically how to, program in your views. And you do have to use Razor in order for that to work because, your views are primarily HTML. So you have to put that @ sign in there to let the browser know, or the interpreter know that, hey, this is not HTML, this is Razor, which is code. Okay, so I've got lots and lots of examples in here for you. How to work with objects, how to work with variables, how to handle arrays, and how to do the various loops that you might want to put in those views. How to loop and generate a drop-down list. How to loop and generate links. Okay, how to do the conditional if or the if else. How to do a nested if else, how to do a switch. So all of these structures that we are used to working with in traditional programming, how do we do that in Razor? Okay, and then how to put in comments, which honestly, if some of your Razor code isn't working, being able to put in comments and comment it out is extremely useful. Okay, and then we talk about tag helpers. So these are, built into MVC to help you with coding your views. Okay, so we get into the ASP area, ASP fragment, which is for internal links, protocol host, all of that fun stuff and how that works. How to format numbers. We've kind of looked at this in the past, but this gives you a lot more information on formatting your numbers. And then again, looking at how we bind our models to the view. So another look at how that works. And then we get into hands-on one, which is the lengthiest one. There is a little Zen Spa app that you guys are going to be downloading and working with. And it's going to allow you to practice the different things that we are focusing on this week. And so you'll work through there. And then we talk a little bit about layouts and nesting layouts and how that works. And how to use sections. And then you are going to practice in the Zen Spa. And then on your own. So there's an exercise that you will be completing. And here is the starter file that you need for that. And then at the bottom is the grading rubric, so you can see what you're going to get points for. Okay, and then once you're done, you should end up with two different apps. Okay, so you're going to have the Guitar Shop and you're going to have the Zen Spa. So you're going to have to add links to those repos in your Chapter 7 assignment box. And the assignment box, again, kind of summarizes what you are getting points for. So if you do get stuck or have problems, it it is actually most helpful if you drop into my live stream hours so that I can actually see the error. Sending me a screenshot of the error, that's not always super helpful, because sometimes you have to backtrack, and there's several different things I may have to look at that are not in the screenshot. So I actually need to see your code. So either getting your project up on GitHub and sending me a link, or meeting me in live stream is actually the best way to get help for these apps. But if you have questions, please let me know. And I think views are kind of fun, so I hope you guys do have fun with this week. And again, let me know if you have questions.